Hey everyone, so if you remember a while ago, I made a simple amplifier circuit that I showed off in a video. In fact, here it is right here. This is something that I designed, I etched onto a board, and it was a fair first result. And hey, it works. However, there are a few problems with this. Firstly, it looks untidy, unprofessional, and it uses quite a lot of space on the board. It's quite inefficient in that regard. So, for a while now, I've been looking at ways to improve upon designing and making PCBs at home. And recently, I've etched and made this. And this is exactly the same circuit, except a lot smaller and a lot more precise. Now you might be wondering how I was able to scale this down and add some features like those pads you see there. And the simple answer is, well, I came up with an idea. This, what you're seeing right now, is something I call a PCB helper. And basically what this is a 3D print that I designed in order to make it easier to design PCBs on the fly. Now, why would you want to use this? Well, it has different holes here, here and here that you can use to make different kinds of pads on a circuit board. And it also has different guides here for different trace widths. Now this makes designing your own PCBs by hand a lot more precise, and thus looks a lot more professional in the final result. Now, with this design, you can see that one pad has a countersink and the other doesn't. And the countersink is there so that when you have your ultra fine tip pen, it can actually, it can actually get into the hole, and you can draw a lot easier than if you was to just use this hole. This hole below it, I actually still made because I made it as sort of a reference hole, so that if you wanted to make two pads, you could use this to draw, and then you could use this as a reference if you so need. And sort of a similar thing with, if my camera can focus, sort of a similar thing with these here. Now, here, as I mentioned before, you have different trace widths. This is 1 millimeter trace width, this is 2 millimeter trace width, and this is 3 mil trace width. Alternatively, and this is something I was doing, quite a lot when designing this thing, is I was just using the side of the PCB helper with my marker pen, and that also worked as well. Now, this is a first prototype. I actually started trying to figure out how to get SMD pads to work on such a design, but I haven't been able to get those working yet. In the future though, I definitely want to see if I can get a more SMD oriented solution like this to work, and in the future I will update you guys on that. But really, does it actually work? Well, there's only one way to prove that, and that's for me to show you. So just to freehand draw something, such as, some pads here, here, and here, and I want to have some traces here, 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 and here. As you can see, it's very imprecise and it doesn't look too good. Contrast, using the PCB helper, oh, I want to make a 1 millimeter trace. Well, Wait a couple of seconds for the ink to dry. And there you go. It's not perfect, but it's straight enough. Let's make some pads for some through holes now. Let's first go for the 1mm hole. And the 2mm hole. There you go. Again, not perfect, but pretty damn near close. Now let's say you want to make some pads for some wires. Well, we can come to this hole here and we can draw our first pad in this one. This one is with the countersink. So we can draw this one, wait for the ink to dry. Voila! And now what we can do is we can use our reference hole to draw the other pad, like so. Again, it's not perfect, probably because it's on camera, but you get the idea. Now, as I've shown, this allows you to make some pretty precise features for hand drawing on a copper-clad PCB. However, it does have some downsides. Firstly, when you're making a PCB using this, it's a very time-consuming and manual process. And if you make a mistake, which you still can with this, if it's in a tricky place, you kind of have to start over. Nevertheless, you're not really going to be doing batch production of PCBs with this. This is more simply for, you know, prototyping for an idea that you have in your mind that you just want to quickly get onto a board and things of that nature. I do have an idea for something that could be even higher quality and something that could be a little bit more scaled, but that's a video for another time, and it's a project that I'm still basically working on. I hope you have enjoyed me showing off this this idea that I had, and I hope that some of you find it useful. I may actually open a Thingiverse account and put this on there for people to download and print. So yeah, maybe look out for that. Anyway, that's just something I wanted to show off. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a like. Sharing helps raise awareness of this type of content and also helps my channel grow. If you like this content and you want to see more, then don't forget to subscribe and check up on me once in a while. This has been the 5th Edenia installment. I've been Adam. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care. Bye for now.